Thanks, Rishita. Finally at the stage. Hi guys. Everyone doing okay? Everyone doing all right? Fabulous. All right. Cool. It's great to be here, and it's fantastic to meet all of you here. It's fantastic to be back here at Christ University. I think I was studying way back here in 2009. But just the other day, I walked up to my dad and I told him, "Dad, you want to hear a sex joke?" He looked at me and he said, "I can see one."
Alright, good. You guys are lit. You guys are awake. Fabulous. Fantastic. My name is Sriram. I dabble with stand-up comedy. I am a host. I'm an MC. I work with a radio station. I'm a presenter. I'm a radio personality. And my association with Christ, like I said, goes way back in 2009 when I took up my master's in communication. And to tell you how fossil I am, Father Biju used to be my senior. Yeah, Father Biju was my senior, and as soon as I finished my first year, he became HOD. I was like, how is this even working this way? What really is going on? But I'm now a father to a 2-month-old, so Father Biju, touche. No, guys, but again, it's great to be here because we live in such exciting times here. We do. We live in such a great world, so much happening around us, so much of noise, so much of distortion. Music for somebody's ears, if you want to take it that way, Donald Trump is the US president. We all witness demonetization happen in front of us. It's almost like the script is being written for great entertainment as well as news consumption. And all of you here sitting in this building, sitting in this block right now, give yourself a big round of applause because you've taken up journalism, you've taken up communication as your field of career. Because if there's one thing that we've learned over the last few years, no matter what happens with the economy, no matter what happens with the IT field, journalism just is continuing to thrive like how. And you guys seem to have a great future ahead of you, so congrats on that. I'm here to give you a perspective about radio today because that is something I've been passionately following for the last 10 years now. I started my career with All India Radio. I was working there part-time as I was studying at Christ College, just for some fuel money. I used to get paid close to about $600 per show, and that amount of money was enough to put fuel on my bike right till All India Radio and come back to Christ College. Nothing more. But great learning. It's one place where there's absolutely no radio activity that happens. You can actually store a nuclear bomb there if you want to. People let you do whatever you want to. I used to burn my own CD, make my own production, just go there and play it, and it's fantastic playing grounds. Those of you interested in radio as a career should check out All India Radio. I say that even to this day. Once I was out of college, this radio station called Radio Indigo offered me a job. I was there for a good 5 years. I'm now with Fever 104 FM. It's a Bollywood radio station, and to be honest with you, I can't defend every song I play on the radio. Let's be honest, some of it is just utter crap. There's a song I play called Blue Hai Pani, Pani Pani, Pani Pani, Pani. And if you think that got better, the next line is Aur Din Bhi Sunny, 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 Sunny. There's a song I play called Paw, 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 Paw. I kid you not, a 3-year-old is claiming copyrights for that song. There's another favorite song that I'm sure all of you have danced or sung at one point of time called Pyar 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 Hookah Bar. I always thought it was Pyar 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 Kalyani Bar. No, but... So, as a radio station that plays you music, that dishes out music, as most radio stations do at this point of time, we are restricted by a particular format right now, which is about to expand, but I just want to give you a perspective about about radio as a medium that's using social media as a tool, or the other way around. And I always grab every opportunity I can speak to students, because if I'm right, you guys are studying about how traditional media such as broadcast journalism, print journalism, and radio is dying a slow death. Am I right? Yeah, it's slowly heading into that. However, if that's the case, I don't think any of us would be here, Nishchita wouldn't be here talking about how successful she is, or how so many things are happening right now, like I said, because they are all exciting times in terms of what we can broadcast and how things are going about. It's fabulous that the internet has made everything such a leveling field. It's insane. It's absolutely fantastic. As you guys came in here, how many of you tuned into a radio station, or you guys, as you were growing up, had a phase when you used to listen to a radio station? Just quick raise of hands. Yes, yes. Okay. So, radio as a medium these days, have you noticed using social medium to reach out to you? Have you noticed? Have you seen it happening? Just like any other mode of communication, just like any other broadcast mechanism that's out there, broadcast medium, broadcast journalism, radio as well is using internet just to reach out, put out material as much as possible. All thanks to this one single device called a cell phone. Content is now being produced so you guys can listen to it on the go, wherever. And it's not just listening to something, not anymore. That's not really the case anymore, because radio is a reinforcer. I say radio is a reinforcer because it may not be, it depends on where you are. Obviously, you're on the go, you're listening to it, you gather a piece of information as you're going somewhere, and you hold on to that piece of information, how it's dissected, how it's given a different twist on the radio, how there is comic relief to it, how there is caller interaction, which is a one-on-one basis. All of this is very much existing. I still say radio is a reinforcer because how many of you are on iTunes? You are on iTunes? Right. Now, if we go by all the predictions that have been placed as to how the medium is engaging and how it is advancing from one layer to another. Very soon we are to have digital interfaces in our car where you can access internet by just sitting in your car and listening to no matter what you want to by the click of a button. It could be from the North Pole to the South Pole. You can listen to your favorite personality on the radio. However, Bangalore being the traffic juncture that there is no escaping the traditional medium right now. However, as things are moving from this phase to the next phase on, the people who are sitting behind the mic, the people who are working at a radio station, are pretty much using the same kind of technology to broadcast news to you. However, the platform is changing from traditional FM waves, because in Norway, FM is not really used as a mode of broadcast anymore. They've now moved on to the internet. So your playing table may change, however, the game is still the same, with us looking for great talent. We are always on the hunt for great people who give us fantastic content, fantastic presentation skills. There are tons of slabs in a radio station that I'd like to take you through as and when we meet. But if you do want to intern at a radio station, that's when I know you guys will start approaching me, not right now. So I look forward to hearing from you then. A role of a radio personality is something that I really want to take you guys through, because being on the radio today does not really require you to have a great voice. Absolutely not. You need to be good looking. Yeah. because you need to face the camera, you need to apply makeup at 4 o'clock in the morning and be ready to face the camera if you are the news presenter, if you are the morning show presenter, and at the same time, you need to put out all the digital content that's out there. So, just to give you in a nutshell, a radio presenter in today's terms is a YouTuber, is an influencer, is an Instagrammer, is out there in all the happening events, at the same time is in the studio engaging with you at all times. This is something that I definitely want you guys to think about, because I know there are so many streams out there, right from YouTube to being on with a broadcast journalism channel to entertainment networks. So you basically are spoiled for choice with whatever it is that you guys want to indulge in the max. We did speak about new media expressions, and that's exactly what the theme is for Media Meet 2017. How many of you have been trolled on social media ever? Or you have been part of trolling someone? Or you can be honest with me. Oh, come on. You've been trolled? Yeah. Welcome to 2017, I guess. So, trolling, like Nishchita said, you put yourself out there and you are the face of a TV network, you are the voice of a radio station. Have a thick skin. Get ready to be trolled like how. However, there's absolutely complete free will for you to defend your views, and that's exactly what social media has made happen. I remember talking about this one day, about International Men's Day. International Men's Day falls on a certain day. Coincidentally, the very same day happens to be International Toilet Day. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. But me talking about this got a few people in Delhi irked up. And I remember tons of people from Delhi are tweeting me continuously how I ended up bashing a few men in Bangalore city, which really was not the case. However, a troll storm is absolutely fantastic, and it eventually dies down, but I really want you guys to experience being trolled out there and at the same time having to defend your honor and your views. You've seen Facebook fights happening these days. Yeah, it's your new brawl that happens. It's not happening in the streets anymore. It's happening on the digital circuit. Dinchak Puja. Dinchak Puja is out there. She's a reality right now. Recently, we ended up getting her on our radio station, and you won't believe the outrage that people had going, saying, how can you give airspace to someone who is making absolute nonsense compared to genuine musicians out there? Here's the thing, genuine musicians have been working for years together and still not been able to get 16 million views out there. Something is happening. How many of you have heard of this sensation called Rebecca Black? It's Friday, you're singing the song already. Rebecca Black, similar sensation, pretty much taking the same wave, dies down after a certain point of time. And Dinchak Puja seems like a very smart cookie, because when I did speak to her and ask her that, hey, listen, somebody needs to tell you that you suck. You're really bad with the kind of music that you're putting up. She had one clear thing to say. This is a medium where I am ending up putting my stuff. You don't want to listen to it, don't listen to it. You are sharing this with all your friends, bashing me. If that's giving me popularity, how is this any of my fault? And it's kind of true, right? I mean, what are you going to end up saying for something like that? We hate her, love to hate her, and that's exactly what it is. So you definitely are spoiled for choice in today's world with the kind of things that you can put out, right from podcasts to putting out your own YouTube videos. Anyone heard of Gary Vaynerchuk? Yes, I definitely suggest you take a look at Gary, some of the material that he puts up, because consistency in what you definitely like and following that matters to a great extent. not just in terms of an auditory medium, but putting yourself out there, because just with your cell phone, you can put out whatever you want to. There are so many conversations happening on Twitter, on social media. You can just walk into any conversation, be a complete stranger, still be a part of that conversation, and walk out of it with your opinions and your views held high. So all the very best, guys, and thanks once again for your time. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you once again.